Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cryptos Are Live. This is Adrian bringing you another video update on one of my favorite projects, would be Tron TRX. Just an overall view of the market. Everything is definitely starting to look up. We did go over the $500 billion overall market cap, and are sitting just right below it. My anticipations this coming week. We definitely should be breaking it in my opinion. I believe we should be starting to see the 515, 520s again. And, we do want an overall steady, healthy growth. We don't want a big explosion and due for a big correction like the last coming months we've seen. So the overall healthy, steady growth is definitely what we're looking for, and it's, in my opinion, what we're seeing. We are starting to see a stronger Bitcoin. We do have a 37% BTC dominance. And just overall, your major coins are starting to have an overall positive uptrend, and the overall market is just looking promising and looking healthy, which is what we were expecting starting coming into the middle of February, early March. A lot of us were predicting this, and it's nice to see that it is coming to fruition. And I just wanted to go over a little bit about Tron TRX. Of course, the overall market health is a positive on not just on Tron TRX, but on altcoins. So we are starting to see some nice price action on a lot of altcoins. Got a good possession in Nebulo during that dip, and it's starting to do quite well. I have a position in Substratum as well, and it hasn't started performing yet, but the indicators are starting to show that it will start having some nice action. Picked up some Ripple too at around 78-ish cents, 79-ish cents. And doing well on that. My price target on that is probably going to be around $1.30, $1.40 before I let that go, and probably roll it into some more Tron TRX if we're still within that under 500 Satoshi level. But for Tron TRX, we are seeing some resistance at around 500 Satoshis. We have over the last couple of days broken it into the 520s, 530s. I think we got as high as 544 Satoshis. So it is starting to show a positive uptrend, and overall on the daily average, it is ending out positive for the most part, little by little. And I just wanted to go over some recent updates on Tron TRX. During the last live stream that Justin Sun had with the founder of Odyssey, which is going to be one of the tokens on Tron's network when Tron launches its mainnet. Justin Sun actually announced that he was having lunch the other day with one of the founders of Tencent. And it really just seemed to fly over a lot of investors that were in the live chat, more concerned about asking about the coin burn that's been addressed several times over already. So it is important to stay well informed on your coins in a realistic standpoint, not just looking at all the hype and thinking they're going to burn half the coins. That's already been addressed over and over and over. So, I mean, looking at the core highlights of the actual coin are being overlooked by the hype. So, I mean, if Justin Sun did say he was having lunch with one of the founders of Tencent, and Tencent, I mean, just as a quick recap on them, they're a Chinese multinational investment holding conglomerate whose subsidiaries specialize in various internet-related services and products, entertainment, AI, and technology, both in China and globally, who also have ties with Alibaba. So it is a very strong announcement, and I mean, should there be any substance behind it, this could definitely be huge for Tron. They're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate now in the Chinese markets. Do a little research on them yourself and see what you believe the value of a partnership with Tron and Tencent could do for the price of Tron TRX. So that's something to really look into, really look forward to. And I do believe that coming towards Justin Sun did say that also they were going to be launching the beta towards March 31st initially for their mainnet. But he did say they would probably be a couple weeks ahead of schedule on that, so that could come as soon as mid-March. If nothing changes on that announcement there, that's a pretty strong announcement to just make. So I'd have to say that there is going to be some type of move up in the launch of the beta mainnet. So I mean, this thing could be moving a little quicker than everybody was expecting. And yeah, just do a little research on Tencent. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. And if you're liking the information that I'm putting out there, I do it because I like it. Just if you could give me a subscription, throw me a thumbs up. And I'd love to keep putting out videos out there for you guys with my opinion on different projects. Right now, Tron being my main focus. I have the majority of my holdings in Tron. I'm just very bullish on Tron, especially. I mean, I've been scooping it up since 3 cents. So my initial investments already nearly doubled on, and I still believe that this is just a beginning for Tron TRX. I do believe coming into mid-March, especially if the mainnet not only is launched without any issues, but ahead of time, that'll definitely surpass people's expectations. And then if they have any other types of announcements coming up, which I believe they will be, as the either right before, right during, or right after the launch of the main, I believe they're holding any news and holding any partnership announcements for right when the main launch, so they can really get a good burst on their pricing. I'm fully expecting to see this coming towards mid-March, definitely nearing the previous highs, 25 to 30 cent range. So if you haven't picked any Tron TRX up, and you've been considering doing so, but maybe possibly waiting for a dip, I don't foresee a dip coming. I don't see it coming much lower than under 500 Satoshis for a while now. Of course, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion, and that's a strategy that I'm playing. And I believe that might be some solid advice to go with. But do your own research. But I do believe these next month, the next 7 weeks are going to be huge for Tron. And I think we can really see some some very strong 6x potential here. Another coin that I am pretty bullish on as well is Odyssey coin. It's currently right around. Let's check it out here. Better type it right, I suppose. Here, okay. It's currently, when it first hit KuCoin, we saw it run up to like 9 cents. I believe that was just hype and being overbought. It did correct back down to about the 2 cent range. I do have some holdings in OCN. I did pick it up in the 2 cent range, and I should have sold it off when it was going to the 9 cent range. But I was just kind of just watching it, see what it was going to do. But I do believe, it's got a market cap of only $40 million. It does have a pretty decent circulating supply. But I believe this coin is very highly undervalued as well. The guy behind the project as well is also very knowledgeable. He's ran multiple successful companies throughout the Asian markets. You can look him up as well. But Odyssey coin is definitely going to be going places as well, right alongside Tron. And at 2 cents, I believe it's still a steal. I believe this is much like being able to go back a bit and buying Tron in the 2 cent area, because they're just so closely related. And I believe the price action we're going to see on Tron is going to reflect a lot of what we're going to see on OCN. So that's another one to pick it up at. I think they said something on the live stream that they're going to be expecting to hopefully be on Binance by May. So if it could see a price in flux once it hits Binance, and if you were trying to look for a short-term trade or whatnot, you might be able to see those 8-9 cents again once it does hit Binance. But it's already on some pretty decent exchanges. So I don't know. That's not a rule that's going to be solid all the time. When it hits the new bigger exchange, that you're going to see price action. But in my opinion, it typically does happen to be the case. So it's a good short-term play if you're going to wait for that. In my opinion, it's still a good long-term play as well. I think we could start easily saying, Tron's got a couple $1 billion market cap. This one's here sitting on 40 million, and that's also because it's a newer coin. It's launching on the mainnet that Tron will be releasing pretty soon here, and I believe there's still a lot of future potential and a lot of price action that you could still see with OCN in the next coming 2 to 3 months. I'll probably be holding mine for a year or so. But if you have any questions, please feel free to leave any comments below, or like I said, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription, and I'll keep putting out some good info for you guys. Thanks a lot.